she never replied my message up to today. And she keeps posting. Get pretty comfortable because I'm about to give you a gist. Hi y'all, welcome back to my vlog. My name is Blessing and I'm a writer currently working on my debut novel. I'm also an event and brand content creator in Middlesbrough and Seaside in general. So if you say Middlesbrough or Seaside in general, you know what to do. Patronize me for your event and for your brand. Today is Sunday and very soon I would start getting ready for church. I have a shoot today after church. It's for my sister's eyeglasses brand. So if you're in UK and you need sunglasses, because it's already summer now, so you actually need sunglasses for your eyes, okay? So I'm going to be doing a promotional shoot for her glasses brand after church today. So make sure you check out the video when it comes out on my Instagram page and make sure you patronize my sister as well. She has amazing quality glasses. I mean, you will see it for yourself when I post the video. So I'm going to be doing a shoot today after church. And then I also got the feedback from my writer. You know, in my previous video, I said that I was waiting for a feedback from my editor. Sorry, my editor. So I finally got a feedback. She said she likes the changes that I have made to the novel, but there's just some tiny little bits that she just wants me to correct. So probably after church as well, we can do that, or maybe tomorrow. I'll see how I'm feeling after church, okay? Because I know that once I do that video, I would just want to edit it, and that would be where my focus is on. So it will probably be tomorrow before I start that. And also, I have done the outline for my book 2. And if you thought that book 1 had drama, trust me, book 2 is going to have more drama. It's not like I've outlined everything from chapter 1 to the end, but at least I know the major things that are going to happen. That's how me I write. I don't do chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 outline like that. That is not me. I just know major things that are going to happen, which I've already figured out. So it's for me to just put everything together in writing. I just remembered something and I want to address it real quick. It's something that I've just been wondering why people do that, and it's been just annoying. Why is it that you start a conversation with people, or sometimes you just even ask people questions on social media and they just ignore you? Like it's so annoying, and I'm going to give you instances where this has happened to me and I'm like, what's wrong with these people? So the first one was, there are two publishing companies, although they are new anyway, they're just starting up, and I was like asking them questions like, okay, how does your publishing work? How does one get to, publish their book with your company and all that? And clearly these people, when I send them this message, because it was on TikTok, they are going to look at my profile. So they will have seen that I am a writer and I'm a serious writer at that. It's not like I'm just coming to waste their time. And you people are starting your publishing company, and obviously you need people. And I want to know how the process is like. But you people just ignore the message. And it's not like you don't see, because one of the companies, I don't even know if it's company, because like a group, well, it's a company anyway, they liked my message, so they saw. It's not like they didn't see the message, they saw it, but they never replied me. And I'm just like, why do you people do that? And you liked my message but you didn't reply me. The other one, he didn't even reply my message, because yeah, it's a he for the other one, because he is the one starting the company anyway. Anyway, you get the gist. But he didn't even reply my message, and we follow each other. So it's not like I'm just a random person asking you a question. And even if I'm just a random person, it's not just any question. I'm trying to know how your publishing house works. You're the one that puts it out there that, oh, you're starting a publishing company. So why are you ignoring my message when I want to inquire about it? Like, it's just really annoying. And then there was another one that happened with this lady that we follow each other also on TikTok. And I sent her a DM and I was like, oh, do you do reading? Because ARC reading means that it's like advanced reader copy. They get to have your book in advance and then they help you promote it, because she does book reviews on her channel, on her page. So I was like, let me ask her if she does arc reading. And she was like, yeah, she does arc reading. She even seemed excited about it. And all of a sudden, I was like, how's your process like? And she just went dead silence on me. So I was like, maybe she hasn't read it, or maybe she has been off social media. But the next thing I see you posting, I see you posting. Like, why do we do that? It's very annoying. It's very rude. And then the last one that even just really just pissed me off. So the time I went for that shoot at the bakery, I met a lady there. I think she's friends with the owner of the bakery. She's opening a Nigerian restaurant in that same area as well. So she was like, the thing that even first just pissed me off about her was like, when she saw me, she was like, all these things I'm doing, that she too, she knows how to do it. So that it's just that she doesn't just have time. I was like, okay now. Abby, if you know how to do it, that's good for you. Abby, then we sure got talking anyway, and I found out that she also went to Teesside University, but she graduated 2023, and she studied PR and communication. I studied digital media and communication. So, and those two courses they are kind of related because we take some similar courses together actually. So I was like, yeah, okay. She actually knows what she's doing. She showed me a page. She has this food page on TikTok where she, films the food process and all of that. And I was impressed and I'm like, okay, that's cool. So she said she was opening her restaurant soon and that she would need someone to film for her. So we exchanged numbers and all of that. So days after, I sent her a message that I didn't hear because she told me when I was going, she said she was going to get in touch with me. So, but when I didn't hear from her, I just decided to, message her and, just push myself because normally, as a shy person that I used to be, I would not have messaged her. But I just said, I'm the one looking for customers. I'm the one looking for clients. So let me take that step. And I messaged her and I was like, I'm blessed. We met at this bakery. You said you were going to get in touch with me, but I didn't hear anything from her. And she was like, oh, that can we see that day? And that day I had something that I needed to do, and I knew that I wouldn't have time for it. So I told her that no, I'm quite busy today. That can we meet on Monday? And that was it. She never replied my message up to today. And she keeps posting. So it's not like she did not see my message or she has been offline. She read my message, she ignored it, and she kept posting. Like why do we do that? Like we human beings, we just need to do better. If it's that okay, maybe she doesn't even need my service again, she can just say, oh, okay, fine. I'm not interested in you doing it for me again. I have someone else. Just like a quite polite response to me instead of just ignoring my message. Like I find ignoring people's message so disrespectful and so rude. Like we human beings need to do better. If you don't want someone's service again, you let them know. But you just there's even one that happened. Oh my god. So even before I launched my event and brand content creation, I used to because I learned photography. So I what I had on my page was just pictures that I took when I was learning and all that. So someone reached out to me, a lady, and she was like, "Oh, she wants to do she's in a music video. So she wanted to do a shoot for a music video." That was how we started talking. She even added me to a group because she said she just needs me to film, that she has an editor that will help her edit it. Cool. Before you know it, we already fixed a date though. Before you know it, I didn't hear from her again. I was like, what's going on? So I messaged her and I was like, I didn't hear from you. That what happened? She said, oh, she was busy. You were busy and you couldn't text me to tell me that, oh, you are busy, oh, the shoot cannot happen again. Why are we like this? I sent her a message. I said it's not fair. It's not fair. You should have told me that, oh, this is the situation. I was so pissed. I was so angry. Like, why do we just take ourselves for granted? We just treat people anyhow. It's not good. Like, we human beings, we seriously need to do better. Honestly. Today is Monday and I have a shoot. Let me give you guys a quick gist of this shoot. So in the other clip, I was ranting about this lady that I met at the bakery I went to shoot that wants me to shoot at a restaurant. Just a few minutes after I did that video, I got a text from her replying my message and she said I should come and meet her yesterday. So we did finalize everything and the opening of her bakery is That's a bakery. And the opening of her restaurant is today. And she asked me to shoot it for her. So I am going to be shooting her restaurant today in a few minutes actually. I should leave the house and be on my way. So yeah, I think maybe she had me ranting about her in the spirit and she just decided to message me as she has redeemed herself. Although she has not redeemed herself very well. But yeah, we're good. And this is gonna be my first official paid job. I'm excited about it and I pray that it opens the door to more opportunities as well. So let's go for the shoot. I am very upset as I am making this video. You know how I said I was going for my first shoot, paid shoot, and all of that? Guys, it turns out that it was all a waste of my time. Get pretty comfortable because I'm about to give you a gist. You know, this woman, she was already getting on my nerves when we first even met each other, saying, oh, she can do the video by herself, but because she doesn't have time and all of that talk about it, and her even s- going silent on me, and then now coming to contact me one day to your opening. She even told me to come to her restaurant to meet her yesterday for a discussion, that I should come to a restaurant for a discussion, that what she wants to tell me, she cannot tell me face to face. And what did we discuss? Price. And when I told her my price, she said, no, she doesn't have that amount of money. That is too much for her. So I said, how much do you want to pay? And she called an amount for me. And even though it was small, I agreed to it because I'm still trying to build my portfolio. I'm still new. And the woman even said, oh, because the original money I called for her, I don't want to mention the amount. She said, even if she has that amount of money, she will not call me. That she would rather do it herself and pay herself. So that was how she called her price. And so I just added like a few extra on it. And I said, okay, can she pay this? She now said, okay, she would call me later in the evening. That was yesterday, to finalize it with me. So I was like, this one that you're saying that you will call me back now, does it mean that I should not come again? And she said, please come, even if I don't call you. She specifically said that to me, that I should come, even if she didn't call me. And I said, what's the time? At what time should I come? And she said I should come by 10:30. That was how today I carried myself and I went to the restaurant and I sat down there waiting for them to start. They were still cooking, they were still cleaning. At that 10:30, they were not done. This woman, when I even came, she was like, I didn't, what did she even put it? She said, I didn't call you and you still came. Are you not the one that told me that I should come? I didn't say anything because then I didn't even really understand what was happening, because you told me to come. So why are you saying I didn't call you and you still came? It wasn't clicking to me at that moment. So I was just calm. I sat down there waiting. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. By the time it was at 12, I was already getting pissed off. Like, what is going on? Because she was just going up and down, going from the kitchen. She didn't even acknowledge me and say, we are having a bit of a delay. We've not finished cooking, so we are not starting yet. Okay? I mean, common courtesy, right? To do that to me. The people that came to help her came, they were assisting, cleaning, setting up the place. I was already running out of patience. And so I told one of the guy that was helping her, and I was like, please help me tell her that I've been here since 10:30. What's going on? This is 12. This was around 12:40 at that time. Like, what's going on? Like, I've been here, you didn't even acknowledge. Like, she saw me when I came anyway, and I sat down, but she didn't even At least all the times that she was going in, coming out, she didn't even say anything to me after that our first encounter that we met when I first came. So the guy came outside. He was like, am I sure that she asked me to come? That maybe I mistook what she said, that did we finalize it? And I said, yes, we did finalize it because I specifically asked. Because I know that when someone says they will get back to you, sometimes it's a way to just say, I'm not interested. So I specifically asked, should I still come? And she said, yes, come by 10:30. I cannot forget. So the guy was like, that he doesn't know what we have concluded on that. But am I sure that she asked me to come? Then it was still not clocking to me. It's been 1 week since I did that shoot and I was telling you guys the story. So my phone actually ran out of storage. I shoot on my phone. So I just didn't bother to shoot again since then. So I left it till now. So yeah, let's get back into the story of what eventually happened that day. So after the guy went to meet her, I saw her come out. She still did not say anything. This is someone that they've already told you that they've already told you that I want to know what's going on. She still did not say anything to me. Oh. When she was about to go inside again, I wanted to approach her, and the next day she just said, please, I can't deal with this right now. I'm already under a lot of pressure. Like I didn't ask you to come. So if you know you can't stay, you can leave. I'll pay you for your time. I'm like, really? Like I was so shocked. I I was like, what exactly is going on? I felt so embarrassed because people were actually there. And for you to come and raise your voice at me like that, like you're just talking to some child or something. Like even if I'm your child or your friend's child or some, well, I'm even still somebody's child. You don't talk to people like that. So you saw me sitting down here since. Why couldn't you even tell me that, oh, I don't need your services again? And I will have gone since, but you allowed me to stay there for those hours. And now you're coming to say you're stressed. Of course you're stressed. You open a restaurant for goodness sake. You'll be stressed. Why do people now take out their stress on other people? The funny part was that she had already even called somebody to come and shoot the video for her. Oh, it was such an annoying moment. So after she finished all her ranting, she left. And the guy was that I told to talk to her for me was just like trying to calm the situation. And I told him, I said, you don't talk to people like that. She's a very rude person. And I don't need her money. She should not pay me. He said, oh, he would try to get her to contact me. I've even deleted her number right now because me, once you start doing, once you offend me, like I will delete you, I will block you. I will do that. Okay. So I've already deleted her. She should not contact me, but I know we will still see because our shop is in my area. So there's no how we will not jam because that side I go there to the African market to get things. So we will see. And I already know in my heart what I'm going to do when I see her. But this whole experience just taught me that human beings are just very funny people. But I know that even worse people, I'll still meet them. So it's just how I'm able to deal with people because human beings are funny and human beings, they move mad. They really do move mad, honestly. And honestly, it hurts me so much what she did to me. Like it really pained me for days. I was just thinking about it. I was really hurt. I even wanted to send a message to her because up to today, she never even messaged me to even say I'm sorry. So she didn't see what she did as a big deal. She didn't see it as anything. And I was really hurt. That's how we go about offending people. Then when something happened to us, we say it's our village people. And our village people are there living their life. But you've gone around planting seed of hatred and you want your life to be good. How now? How will it be? Honestly, we need to do better as human beings. Like, it's not bad for you to just treat someone right. I didn't know that all this while I was talking, my face was not fully shown. I'm really sorry about that, but the story is the main point. So Well, good, right? My face did not have to show for you guys to understand the gist and know what happened to me. So anyway, away from all that drama, I've started working on my book again. I told you that my editor gave me some more notes to work on in the book, and I started doing that as well. And I think it's just one thing that remains for me to add some things to it, what she wanted me to add, and then I'll be done and I'll send it back to her. Hopefully, she doesn't give me more notes and we can wrap this up and get it over and done with. So, yeah, that's the update, and I would see you in my next video.